Here are my three takeaways on me watching the next 10 episodes of Egghead Island arc from One Piece. The first thing I wanted to point out is the Rob Lucci versus Luffy fight. When we seen Rob Lucci's in his awakening form with his own type Devil Fruit versus Gear 5 Luffy. We get a second glimpse of Gear 5 Luffy full action. Yes, Gear 5 Luffy ends up beating Rob Lucci. I just wanted to point this out because, as we all know, that the powers of Gear 5 Luffy is to manipulate and transform anything into rubber. As we seen, he done it with the ground. He could do it with the pipes from Egghead Island, and he can also even do it with human beings. As for one thing, we saw when Luffy punched Rob Lucci with the finishing blow, he was able to make Lucci's body stretch and then send him flying back. And I just wanted to kind of point that out because Luffy in that form, he's a literal cartoon, bro. It is crazy. The second thing I wanted to bring up is we get a sneak peek of Bartholomew Kuma's past as we get this interaction between Bonnie and Vegapunk. And he tried to convince Bonnie not to do it because he tried to bring up the fact that that power it consists of pain. As, for example, we all remember when Kuma transferred all of Luffy's pain onto Zoro with his power is all shaped like a paw. And then that's how we get Zoro standing there covered in blood and this, that, and the third. Basically, Bonnie caught in his lie and said that hey, this not his pain, this is memories. So he goes in, reaches her hand out, she's able to dive into it, and we get this point where Kuma is getting beat up by some civilians, and they probably is in some organization because we hear one of the people say, if you leave out, they're gonna execute us all. And Bonnie seeing that, she goes out, she got diving again because she believes that she has to see what happened. So next episode is probably gonna be dependent on that. Last thing I want to talk about is the 7 new strongest weapons in the world. They call seraphims. And they pretty much are the clones of the former 7 warlords. And the one thing that Vegapunk pointed out was he was able to create his own strain of blood. And he's also able to copy certain types of devil fruits. So we seen the one that looked like Mihawk, able to get the devil fruit powers from Mr. One, the dice fruit. And in my opinion, I won't understand it, but that's probably why that the world government want him gone. Because if Vegapunk's able to do all that, that man is just so powerful, bro. But those are my 3 takeaways from it. The next 10 episodes, hopefully we get to dive into Kuma's past. Because y'all saying it's a real tearjerker.